All right, boys and girls, here we go. Big debate tonight, and I wanted to kind of give you at least from the pundits I've listened to and thinking about how debates typically go, what to look for. This one is really historic. Grover Cleveland, I believe it was 1884 and 1892. He's the only U.S. president to serve non-consecutive terms, right? Typically doesn't happen, right, in this country. You either get one and you're finished, or you do 8, has been the pattern. So it's significant. Second, you know how I feel about these things. It's not a true debate, but we don't really have another word for it. So fucking debate it is. So here's the breakdown as I see it, for whatever it's worth. The visuals of Joe Biden are going to be very important. And there are theories as to what kind of Adderall cocktail he's going to be on, or new vigil, or whatever. And it will be drastic. Just like the State of the Union address was a drastic difference from the guy you see day to day, right, on video, on news coverage. Trump has to do some things that he's not used to doing, right? The fact that they're turning off mics after 30 seconds can play in his benefit. I don't think he can do it because he's a narcissist. I don't think that the number one thing he can do is shut up and let Biden talk. Because the more that guy talks, the bigger the hole, the deeper the hole he's going to dig himself. Because he's going to lock up. He's going to get turned around on his words. And as the old adage goes from Billy Bean and Moneyball, if they're making mistakes, don't get in their way of making mistakes. Again, I don't think Trump has that in him to just stand there and shut the fuck up. But I think that is his best weapon, because Biden absolutely cannot compete with him on anything other than abortion, and somehow Trump is a threat to democracy. That's literally all the ammunition he has. You definitely can't debate him on immigration. You can't debate him on the economy. You can't, I don't know what he does. So there's going to be a lot of convicted felon. There's going to be a lot of, January 6th. Trump has to steer clear of all that shit, right? And they have slanted this thing in Biden's favor, right? Can Dana Bash and Jake Tapper, who work for CNN, not make it about themselves, right? I don't think they can be objective, but I think the best Trump can hope for is if they just don't make it about themselves, right? This is just one more thing that is slanted in the Democrats' favor. Again, for clarification, I think both these guys are fucking trash, right? But in this binary choice that we are continually given every single year, he is clearly the better choice. RFK should absolutely be on that stage. And the fact that he's not shows you how tightly woven the political system in this country is. They don't disagree on as much as they tell you they disagree on. One thing they absolutely fucking disagree on is no third party, right? Because they both lose in that scenario. So, you know, if Trump can just stand there, answer the questions, don't do ad hominem attacks, don't bring up the fucking laptop, don't say Russia, 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 you know, all this shit, he's got to stay out of the past, right? The more he goes back to the past, the less Biden has to defend his record now, right? 2016 is over, 2020 is over. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about January 6th anymore. Okay? It happened, it's over. We're worried about right now. How are you going to lower my daily bills? How are you going to bring gas down? How are you going to get inflation down? How are you going to make, you know, groceries not cost me $300 and $400 every time I fucking go? That's what the majority of people are looking for. So that's my take on it. It's pretty simple, but I don't think he can do it. I really don't. I think RFK destroys both of them on a lot of issues. But he's got to stay out of the past, right? Focus on what Biden has done in his term as president, and that's it. Don't go any further post-history than that. All right? I'll have a video after the debate, and we'll see what happens. Y'all be cool.